Hustle and motivate. Choppers a throwaway. Hustle the overweight. That's why they follow me, huh? They think I know the way. Cause I took control of things. Ballin' the solo way. And if you pattern my trend, I make you my protege. Slossin' that soldier.
So let's move on to the other side. Alright, we're going to talk about the other series in the second round. And we kind of already reached on this, but I'm going to ask you a question again. My thing is, did the Knicks or Pacers catch a break against the Celtics and Cavs?
I'm going to say... I'm going to say the Knicks definitely caught a break. The Pacers didn't catch a break against the Cavs.
Same thing
they caught a break against the Bucks.
That same thing I said.
Because I think they would have beat the Cavs no matter who. I'm not going to say the Cavs were frauds.
They just irregular.
But the way the schedule lines up and when certain people don't play, of course it's easy for you to get. The East ain't that damn strong. So they can get 60 wins, but how many times we see LeBron get 55 wins and ass get put out too?
Yeah.
So I could see them losing to the Pacers. I feel like if the Bucks had a strong I feel like if they had a healthy team, a not suspended Bobby Portis, a healthy Giannis and Dame the entire series, I feel like that would have been Bucks in 6 or 7. But you can't have it your way. As far as the Knicks, you got to give it a break. As much as I wanted the Knicks to beat the Celtics. Because I've never been a Celtics fan, and I'm kind of a Celtics hater because I'm a Tatum hater. Y'all give Tatum too much credit. I feel like the Knicks could have won the series, but I picked the Celtics as part of the script because I believe the script was Celtics and Thunder for the finals. I feel like the Celtics were put in a perfect position to go and try to repeat, if not repeat. And I feel like if it wasn't for Tatum's injury, because those injuries, there's no way I could say those are part of the script. When you see that, you can see the muscle contract. You can see when it pops. Those are the ones that are unfortunate and you can never prepare for. So I feel like the way that game was going, Boston was going to win that fucking game. Tatum was going to put up a 50 piece. And they was going to tie the series 2-2 the way we predicted originally. But once the injury went down, the momentum changed. And that led to a different narrative. Okay, we got to switch the narrative. Now that we just lost a person, the only person basically in the East that we were promoting, now the narrative changes. So now, let's go back to promoting what we promoting all year. History! We can double down on our first history thing now that Tatum and these guys is gone. Let's continue establishing our new superstars. And it just fits the script perfectly because what are they now promoting on ESPN? Shit, they promoted it on Raw last night. We seen Jalen Brunson and Halliburton more than once be on WWE programming, the programming that y'all call storylines, that y'all call fake, that y'all call red.
Yeah, the NBA looking like WWE
now they're intertwining with each other. You see Halliburton have interviews on Raw. You seeing players and pop up on First Take talking about
gonna be in a video game.
Yeah, like they gonna be in the video game. It's all part of the script, baby. It was meant for. It seems like it's starting to seem like it was meant for Knicks and Pacers.
Back to the 90s, y'all, honey.
Like they back. And how fitting do everything start fitting the narrative? Reggie Miller calling the last series on TNT with his team and the series that made TNT famous. It's all, look at this. Knicks caught a break. I don't believe that they would have won this series if Tatum was fully healthy. I just felt like once Tatum went down, they continue to told Kristaps Porzingis. Funny how his nickname is a unicorn and nigga ain't got no powers. They completely shut his ass down. They tried to sell the narrative of Lee Cornette. Get the fuck out of here. That was an anomaly.
Same thing I was telling Darren about Ty Jerome.
They needed to balance out the powers to continue the Tatum is a superstar narrative by allowing Jaylen Brown and the rest of the people supporting him as the star this time to not get it done this time since you got the Finals MVP. We can't have you continuing to outdo Jason Tatum. I bet an injury, so y'all got to go down with the ship. Script changes.
And then, like you said, the narrative don't even make sense. I was listening to fucking First Take. They was like, if you Jaylen Brown, you supposed to do everything you can in games. It's like Jaylen Brown was the only person doing something in that game. Derek White ass wasn't hitting shit. Drew Holiday fucking had 4 points.
It was like
Porzingis was doing it because whatever he was dealing with. Al Horford didn't do nothing. Literally, Jaylen Brown had like half of that points at halftime.
Yeah, like it just looked like it wasn't meant for Boston to compete after the person on Boston that was only person that was advertised was gone. It was like, nigga, Nike told us not to fuck with you, Jaylen Brown. Like, we only fucking with you only because you part of the players union. Like, we ain't got no choice. But nigga, we not promoting you to the finals. We was promoting Tatum. So now that Tatum's gone, we gonna promote. We got a guy on ESPN that can give us hella views. Stephen A. Smith and his team. Let's change up.
Orange and Blue Skies.
Let's change it up. Orange and Blue Skies now.
Oh yeah, and you can say they both caught a break. Then you can say and like you said, I believe that the Pacers did catch a break against the Bucks. They ain't catch no break against the Cavs because even though them people missed that game, the fucking Cavaliers was up by 20 points in that game in game 2 when Halliburton hit that game when he was about 14 to start the fourth quarter.
Yeah, I want y'all to hear me. I'm not taking away from none of the talent or none of the accolades of the Pacers or the Knicks. They're both great teams, and I actually like them. Nothing against them. I just feel like neither team has proved to me with either star, because I've seen Jalen Brunson in a star situation. Last year with no Julius Randle. 3 years ago with no Luka Doncic on the Mavericks. I've seen him be in a situation where he was a star and he didn't get it done. So it's not me like just, he hating on the Knicks and Pacers. No, it's me seeing them already have the experience of not getting it done and going with the people who have already shown the experience. How Tatum and the Celtics already got a championship. That's why I said how Giannis already had a championship. Not having fucking Dame for basically the whole fucking series, the guy that you got for, not having Bobby Portis or having him acclimated, like come on, you're second leading short one day Gary Trent, and then the next day is Torian. Like, come on, you expecting them to win the Pacers with the all-around team? And then, like I said, the Cavs, they never really meshed to me. And then plus, when stuff was going wrong, like I'm seeing Jared Allen and Evan Mobley dominate all season, but now y'all scared of Miles Turner, y'all scared of Siakam, y'all scared of Mathurin, like y'all scared of Toppin. What's going on? So it's like I like them, but if from based off their experience from the past, if we seen the teams that I said they got favors against, if we seen those at full strength, I do not think they would have beat the Celtics, and I do not think they would have beat the Bucks. It's just my opinion.
For the first time in 2.5 decades, the New York Knicks are going to a conference final. And they do it in dominant fashion as they defeat the Celtics in 6 games. It's their largest playoff win ever.
Yeah, and then like you saying, it's like obviously it's going to stuff happen, like injuries happen. Like people were saying the same thing last year. They were saying the Pacers caught a break against the Knicks. And everything. Yeah. So this stuff is going to happen.
If Jalen Brunson ain't come up with the magical my finger messed up when I'm grabbing my leg.
Yeah, ankle.
Yeah.
The Knicks probably would have been in the conference finals last year.
Yeah, like you got to understand patterns. I feel like last year, it wasn't meant for the Knicks to go because all of our chips were behind the Celtics. And we cannot let this man, Jalen Brunson, without any other help besides fucking basically OG Anunoby, and they made him get hurt. There's no way we can have him challenging our narrative, our script against the Pacers. So get him out of here. Give us the Pacers. Oh shit, they got to start too. Let's get this motherfucker hurt because we can't have anybody challenging the narrative. So yes, just like I said, the Celtics got away with big ones. I feel like it's the same thing. It's reversed. The narrative was still for the Celtics. It didn't happen. Let's switch it. Who do we want more? Brunson or Halliburton? Because that's who they going to. That's who they going for.
And before I call our predictions, Darren said his prediction. You know how Darren be. He always go one. He going to say, Darren said if the Timberwolves win game 1, they going to win in 6. But if not, the Thunder going to win in 7.
All right, so Darren said based off of game 1, that's how his pick is.
All right, now we can do our predictions for the Eastern Conference Finals with the Knicks and Pacers.
This, you know me, the way my mind thinks, this comes down to what brings the most money and most eyes
Orange and Blue Sky
to the product of the NBA in June. And Pacers and Thunder doesn't scream money.
Nasty.
Doesn't scream money at all. Now, New York Knicks, that fan
Against
base,
anybody
that history, that narrative of not having a championship
since 1973.
Yes. Since the greatness of coming back on the court, like there's so much narrative around having them and having the Thunder having their first time to win a championship since they got relocated from Seattle and them winning the championship for the first time.